Wrestling with Attitude.
Hey, yo. Oh, you didn't know?
What?
Are you ready?
What?
No! I said, are you ready?
Woo! And leading this group of misfits is JP, the Melting Pot.
AKA 6-month champ, baby.
If I can be serious for a minute, without being interrupted.
And the savior of wrestling and the original people, the Summit.
You know, it was so nice it had to come twice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The WWE had Gilbert. Wrestling with Attitude has Lil Steven.
Finally.
Who in the blue hell are you?
And the show-off of Wrestling with Attitude, Mike.
My time to shine.
You can't see me, my time is now.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Yes, that song always pumps me up too. I love it. That's the reason I figure I'd play it today. A little bit different. Well, anyway, welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, everybody, our Periscopians out there, welcome to today's show. Also, Lil Steven is in the house.
Always.
As always. Lil Steven and Scott Ely, they are brothers. No, I did not, but actually, I didn't see the whole thing, The Rock's tribute to the troops. But I did see what he was doing. I saw the song. I wanted to actually watch the whole event. But I do want to check out the whole thing out. If you haven't seen it, do watch it because it was nice what he did. But anyway, we were talking about, on our first segment of the show today, we're talking about brothers in wrestling. That's going to be our top 5 in Soundoff. I know you can't wait for that.
Yay.
Wow, you sound so enthused on that.
Nah, I know what everyone's going to pick as their number one.
What?
The two brothers we've been talking about.
Matt and Jeff?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's some good ones. Let's go into Soundoff.
WWA's Soundoff, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off, let them know how you feel. If the anger inside is real, sound off.
Like I said before, top 5 for Soundoff this week is your top 5 brothers in wrestling of all time.
Yeah.
You want to start at number 5?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Hardy Boys because I'm not putting them as number 1. So I'm going to start off with them. But I'm not counting Team Extreme Hardy Boys. I'm counting Broken Matt and
really? How are you putting them number?
Jeff.
How you putting them up there already? You never watched them. The only time you watch them is when I show you.
Yeah, I know, but that's enough to say, hey, these guys know what they're doing.
All right.
So I'm just gonna put the Hardy Boys on there. I don't really want to put them as number 1, so they'll be my number 5.
I agree. I'm gonna put them number 5. I'm not putting them number 1. I've got other teams ahead of them. Yeah.
Now, if we want to say longest careers, I've got to put the Hardy Boys up there. As one of the longest, as brothers, they still have the longest. They've been doing this for 20 plus years.
Well, and I think my number 4 does a better promo than both of them does. Maybe not now, but my number 4 tag team or brothers does a better promo.
Okay.
What's your number 4?
All right, I'm gonna need help with this one, but
yep,
you got to put the Von Erichs in there.
Kerry, Kevin, David, Chris, and Mike.
Yeah.
You had tragedy. They're in my top 5, but they're.
I mean,
you can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah, you got to put the Von Erichs in there just because when you put them in the ring, whether it was against most of the times the Freebirds, but putting any of the Von Erichs in the ring together just made history. It just did.
Now, the Road Warriors were not brothers. They were never billed as brothers.
Were they?
They were never billed as brothers.
I never remember him billing them as brothers.
They would never say they were brothers.
No.
Arn and Ole, Steiners, Von Erichs, and Hardys. That's a good one.
Ole and Arn, yeah.
My number 4, thank you for saying that, is the Steiner brothers. They're my number 4.
Okay.
Nobody did a promo like Scott Steiner. except for Sid
Oh
Vicious.
God, please
But,
shut
you know, but no, listen, the impact they made, they were so, and both of them went on to singles career. Scott was a lot better in singles career than Rick.
Scott Steiner, Hall of Fame 2017.
Yeah, 77% divided by 8, multiplied 208, still makes you 46 percentage degrees less.
Can we put him in our Hall of Fame? Because I'd really love to.
We are doing that Hall of Fame, by the way.
So
We got to do a Hall of next week. We're doing the first ever WWE Hall of Fame.
I just want to make a video of Scott Steiner, just have all of his worst moments in one video. That's all I want.
Next Wednesday we will do a Hall of Fame show. I got to see if Scott will
We're
be
gonna
here.
do a Hall of Fame
Yeah,
show?
because it's the end of the year.
All right. Okay.
We should do it once a year. First ever. David Arquette's going in.
Well, we got the Slammies coming up too, or the what did we call ours last year? The remember what I'm talking
Attituders? No. No. No, I can go back and figure it out.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Anyway, top 5 brothers. What's your number 3?
All right. Some people might not agree with this one, but
Probably not.
I got to go with Cody and Goldust. The Rhodes brothers. I'm sorry. Say what you want, but they were a good tag team at the time. I mean, it was at a time where Goldust was coming back, and then you got Cody there too, just doing. I think it helped Cody's career. I'm not talking Stardust and Goldust. I'm talking Cody Rhodes and Goldust when they won the tag team champions for the first time as brothers. I love that, and I put them on there. So.
What was that, number
3?
3?
Yeah.
I could see that one. I'm gonna move them farther up. I'm gonna go with Jack and Gerald Briscoe, number 3.
Really? Going with the Briscoes?
I'll go with the old school.
Okay.
I'll go with them old school, number 3. Listen, I mean, tag team champions, they were great.
No, I agree with you.
So I got them number 2.
I mean, you can't.
Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Actually, no. Let me cancel them out. Arn and Ole. I'm gonna put number 3.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go Arn and Ole.
All right. I don't hate you for that.
Who you got number 2?
I'm going with Harlem Heat, man. Can't put them up there. You can't not put them up there. I mean, it's Harlem Heat, man.
Right.
I mean, one of the most decorated tag teams of all time that are actual brothers. I mean,
Sika and Alpha, that's going Wild Samoans. No, and I am going old school. I got an older school one than one I just did. I'm going to go with the Funk brothers, Terry and Dory. Terry and Dory
Funk.
Yeah,
Woo.
they're my number 2. Listen, I grew up around that era when they were really big in Texas, and they were nasty, man, but they were a great tag team.
Don't want to talk about ECW wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Tori and Terry Funk. Dory and Terry.
No, Terry was ECW. Dory didn't really.
No, but I'm talking about the matches they had, like the death matches and everything.
Texas death matches.
Oh my god!
Well, if it wasn't for the Funks and Dusty Rhodes and
Murdoch,
the 4 of them wrestling each other, yeah, extreme tag team wrestling.
That would have never existed.
Chavo and Eddie. They were cousins.
Yeah, that doesn't count. They were cousins.
I was curious. That's a good one, but they're cousins. We'll do top cousins next week.
Technically, right? Eddie's his uncle, so.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. I forgot he's his uncle, even though they're like 5 years apart from age, I think.
Yeah, which makes no sense at all.
What's your number 2?
No, that was my number 2, Harlem Heat.
Harlem Heat. What's your number 1?
I was going to go with fake brothers, but I can't. I've had all but real brothers.
You can go with fake brothers.
I can't just put the Dudleys as the number 1 of all time. I'm actually going to go... I'm going to go with the Steiners, actually, as my number 1. I think, overall, as a tag team and as
Chavo and
brothers... Now, careers by themselves, Scott had an okay career on his own,
He had a better career than Rick on his own.
But I think together, the Steiner brothers, if we're looking at their careers by them like together, best career together than separate. I mean, Scott was okay, but I feel Scott was bigger when he was as Steiner brothers.
Top cousins, Primo, Epico.
No, those are brothers. Primo and Epico actually are brothers.
No, they're cousins.
I thought
Carlito
Oh.
and Epico are brothers.
Oh, well, you can put them on there.
No, you can't. Not really. No, listen, when the Steiners first came out, I want to say pre-steroid era Steiner, when he had the black hair, and both of them had black hair, and say that, and when they first came, they were dominant. They were great. Them and the Road Warriors, two of the best tag teams that ever wrestled.
Yeah.
And he was so athletic. Then he got Big Papa Pump, and he stopped doing all his big moves.
Daddy.
Yeah, he couldn't do his moves anymore because he's so big.
He couldn't even pick things up.
He couldn't do anything. But my number one, the body doubles. That's a good one. My number one is Brett and Owen Hart. I'm going to go with them as number one.
Boo!
How you say boo?
I'm not booing Owen. Sorry, Owen.
Why are you booing Brett?
I'm booing Brett. Boo!
Why are you
Shawn
booing
Michaels till I die. Boo! No, not that. Okay, here's what I think. I think Owen, not even say anything about Brett.
The Basham Brothers.
Owen, way better on his own.
Who, Owen?
Hands down. I think Owen was better on his own.
Brett, how could you... Listen, I'm a huge Owen Hart fan. You know that. But how can you say he was better than his brother is on? No offense. Look at what Brett did.
He beat him at WrestleMania 10.
He did, but look at all the times he won the World Heavyweight Belt.
True.
I got to go with that. Paul and Terry Orndorff. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh,
Sean.
man.
He's
going way back on that one.
No, there's been some great ones.
You want to do some...
DOA. That's a good one. Dead on Arrival.
Want to shout out some honorable mentions?
That's what I'm doing right now. Harris Brothers. Wow.
Harris?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hi, I'm too young. Who
You
are
don't
the
remember
Harris
WCW?
brothers? I don't remember the Harris brothers.
Yes, the DOA.
That was
Yeah, DOA. That was two of the Harris brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did not know that.
Booing the Hart brother. Yeah, I know. He is booing the Hart brother. It's Steven for you.
I've got no heart. Ha! Anyways.
Just keeping it rolling.
No, so you put Ole and Arn on there.
I did. I put
Of course
Ole
you
and
got
Arn.
to put them on there. God, I'm trying to really think. Because, I mean, all the rest of them I
Technically,
have...
they're cousins.
Well, still.
But still. Edge and Christian, you ain't putting them on the list.
Yeah, well, I went with all actual brothers.
The Beverly Brothers. I like that one. One that somebody said earlier, the Quebecers. Mm-hmm. I love the Quebecers.
And you said, and someone else said on Periscope, the Briscoe brothers, of course.
British Bulldogs.
We didn't talk much about British Bulldogs, but were they really...
They were billed as brothers.
They were billed as
Kinda.
brothers? Okay.
Spark Plug Holly and the other Crash.
They were cousins.
They were cousins.
Do we need to do a cousins list for you guys? Like,
I think
everyone's
that's
doing
next
a
week.
cousins
I think that's next
list
week.
over
Top 5.
Do we need to do a cousins list?
No, but we need to hear the song again.
Oh, God.
Could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
All right. There you go. You
Sorry.
get that one more time.
I was feeling the jam over there.
Dude, that song is great. I'm telling you, it's one of them jams.
Now, can we talk about modern day brothers? I mean,
Is it
other
modern day
than
brothers?
the
Usos.
really, who do we got? I mean, I guess you could count the Young Bucks.
I mean, yeah, the Young Bucks. You got Cody and Dustin still. But the Young Bucks, they count. I'm trying to think of some other guys that were...
Can't really think of any. I mean...
But look at the company now. Yeah, did anybody... Oh, I forgot one. I mean, when the Haas brothers were coming up, Charlie and his brother Russ was supposed to be huge, like WWE. They were really great amateur, and his brother died. That's a tag team I wish.
Oh, I forgot his brother did.
Yeah, if the two of them could made it to WWE together,
You think that would have been?
I think that would have been huge. Young Bucks is a good one. But I think that's one of those tag teams that could have been really great. I mean, Shelton and him was great, don't get me wrong. But him and his brother, I think, could have been really great. Because everybody says his brother's even better than Charlie. And Charlie was good when he first came up. Ricky and Vic Steamboat. Yeah, that's a good one. That's an old one. Well, the Wahoos wasn't really. I was trying to think. Strongbow and Wahoo.
Was it the SWAT team? Not the SWAT team.
Samoan SWAT team?
Were they brothers?
Yeah, they were brothers.
Oh, Rosie and Umaga.
Right.
They were brothers, yeah.
Don't forget 3 Second Warning.
Why didn't I put them in there?
3 Second Warning and Roman Reigns are brothers. One of the guys. Rosie, I think.
Oh, yeah, no. Rosie and Roman Reigns are brothers.
Right.
Which is really weird. But
The Headhunter, Los Matadors, they're cousins.
Los Matadors?
Yeah, they're cousins.
Oh, they are.
Apico and Primo.
Oh, the Conquistadors. Those are brothers.
They are, actually.
The original Conquistador. I'm not talking
Billy
about...
and Chuck?
Do we count that as a brother?
No. Road Dogg and
Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn.
Well, no, I mean Smoking Guns though.
Smoking Guns was.
Bart and Billy technically.
But there's
were.
no like brothers now together. Well, Authors of Pain.
Are they
Are they
actually?
brothers?
I mean, they look. Well, I'm going to stop myself.
It's his moment of the week, guys.
Going to stop myself.
Anyway, I think that's our top. That's it for our top 5.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I think we named like every brother wrestling tag team out there today.
Yes, Tito did. I had to look that one up. Tito did tag with his brother. Or
Tito
cousin.
had a
Tito Santana.
Tito had a brother he tagged with.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. Okay, this had to be what, like early '80s.
I think so, huh? No, but I mean, there's some other brothers.
I mean, there's others. I mean, but there was like a lot of on-stage brothers too. I mean, you can't say nothing about the Dudleys, the Undertaker and Kane. I mean, all of them.
We didn't even say the Dudleys, did we?
We didn't. I mean, we actually went with actual brothers in the ring. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Devon and Bubba Ray really are brothers. I don't know. Maybe they are. But, I mean, no, we never really talked about them. We didn't talk about Undertaker and Kane. I mean, they were billed as the Brothers of Destruction. How can you not put them on there?
Do you know Tito was trained by Bob Orton?
Did
Santana.
not know that at all. That's
Swag
cool.
was adopted. Yes, he was. Tito did tag with Rick the Model Martel for Strike Force, but I don't remember him having a...
They got a different daddy. New Day? Really, JoJo? You got to ruin the party with your New Day over here. God.
Is that it yet? I mean, is that end of New Day
The
now?
Wyndhams.
The Wyndham. That's
Somebody
a good one.
put the
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, thank you.
Hey.
I'm glad that somebody
I
said
think
it.
that was Sean, actually.
Kendall Wyndham and Barry.
Yeah. Don't
But
forget
Kendall was going to actually be good.
Don't forget their lost son who wrestles in APW.
Sam Houston.
You know?
No, Sam Houston was part of that too. But
Oh, I forgot he was, wasn't he?
yes,
I forgot the Wyndhams.
that's a good one though. Yeah, their cousin wrestles somewhere else. Yes, that's exactly right.
We're Demolition Brothers. I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
I don't think the Repo Man was the brother of...
He might have been.
He might have been, but I don't know.
All right, let's review Raw and SmackDown. Do you watch all of Raw? Because I watched some of it. Some of it did not record.
I did watch all of Raw. Yeah, that's really... Nasty Boys were cousins. Yes, you're right. Like I said, in the future, we will do a cousins top 5, I promise.
I think we'll do cousins next week.
I don't think there's that many
And
cousin
then we'll do
wrestlers.
no. There's a
though.
lot. There's a lot of brothers and cousins. There's a lot of cousins.
I'm surprised no one brought up the Shield. Like, oh, aren't they brothers? They call themselves the Brothers.
The Brothers of Destruction. All right, let's go into Raw this week. It was from Philadelphia. New Day comes out. Families of Wrestling. We could do that. Let's do that next week.
Ooh.
We'll do top 5
Families
families
of
of wrestling. Yeah, that's a good one, Sean.
What are we counting families of wrestling?
The Samoans.
Like Flairs.
Flair. Yeah, let's do names. Let's don't
Like
do
Guerreros?
I don't want to just do Samoans. All right.
So we're yeah. Wait.
I want Flairs, Andersons.
No, like
you
could
like
do
that.
like not Fatus, but actually
you could do
you
Fatus.
could because technically Roman Reigns is part of that family, and whatever family the Maivia family, that's another big one, and then the those would be the only two Samoan families you could really do though, because they're the only ones that are connected. I mean, if you look at it, they're all connected apparently.
What Johnson? You mean?
No, but I'm saying the Maivia
Johnson family.
Yeah, but the Maivia family.
Yeah.
Because technically The Rock is part of the Maivia family, which is part of Rikishi's family and part of the Usos family. So that would be the Maivia family.
All right. We can do that.
So
So next week be top families.
See, I know my stuff.
Von Erich, stuff like that.
If I'm going to be racist about it, might as well know.
All right. The next, they were from Raw, New Day. They were from Philadelphia, Raw was. New Day comes out, triple threat tag team title match. New Day versus Anderson and Gallows versus Sheamus and Cesaro. New Day wins. They break the record for longest champs if they win at the ending of the night.
Yeah. By the way, thank you.
It was horrible.
WWE. Thank you for starting off with a match for once. That was a new, fresh breath of air, I guess, if you want to call it that.
The racist pokes his head back out. Stephanie and Mick with New Day celebration. New Day spills booty O's on Stephanie. That was funny. Funny.
Hey, did you see Sonny Boy was there? Sonny Boy was in the back celebrating with New Day.
No, I didn't see Sonny Boy. I don't
He's
know who
actually.
Sonny Boy is.
You don't remember Sonny Boy? See, this is the problem with kids today. They don't remember things. No. So you don't remember the Sonny Boy thing when they were celebrating, what was it, like SummerSlam? They're like, wait, so your name, when you go to the drivers,
Yes.
that guy was there.
No, I don't remember seeing him. I wasn't looking for him.
Sorry, I was.
It was champagne. No, it was a big old It was a big old bowl of bootios.
It was.
That he spilled on. Somebody said
So
it was
why
champagne.
didn't they get milk? Why would you put champagne?
Oh, it's champagne in it. Okay,
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
why would you have champagne and bootios? Like, I mean, did Kurt Angle's milk truck not show up today or something?
It's cheaper to get the champagne.
It's cheaper.
I don't know.
That really? Did you just
Have you
say
ever
that
had?
champagne
Have you ever
is
had
cheaper?
milk in Philadelphia? It's kind of sour. No, just kidding.
I like how you said sour too, because that's how I feel. Ooh. Well, they do boo Santa Claus, so
Right. They throw berries. Listen, my wife's from Philly. I don't understand how they are. Stephanie with Owens backstage. Strowman versus Axel. Strowman wins. Saxton with Strowman. Zayn is backstage with Mick. Mick will work out a trade for Zayn, he says.
Wait, I just heard you say Zaxel.
No, I said Zayn.
Oh man, that would have been so much better if you said Zaxel. That would have been like better than Slino or anything else.
Yeah, well, hopefully Sloan is done. Yeah, so they're talking about working a trade out. We'll get to it later. Lancey Dorado against Dorado against Davari, and Jack Gallagher comes out. Man, I was super excited.
Dude, I love Jack Gallagher.
I agree.
I'm sorry, Jack Gallagher's just good. I don't
like
care what
Jack
people
Gallagher.
say.
Please put him and Sheamus together.
What? The whitest beyond the pale. Is that what we're gonna call it?
He should be in a faction with somebody. That's all I know.
He should be with the vaudevillains.
I love
don't
his
care
character.
what you say.
I agree. He should be the one holding that horn and everything. They should have a 6-man. Them against New Day. I'm good with that.
I mean, you need to reamp those guys anyways. You're already making them, horrible.
Yeah.
So
Rollins comes out for the Rollins report. Owens comes out. Jericho comes out. Rollins says the reunion of Bon Jovi and Meatloaf. That was great. Jericho goes to the ring with Owens.
that's a good one.
Reigns saves Rollins.
Transparent could be their name.
That would be
Gallagher and Sheamus.
Gallagher and Sheamus.
Transparent.
Listen, I love Gallagher, man.
He's great. And he
just
talks
is great.
like a gentleman too. Like he's got the whole character down. I
His
love
gimmick is really good.
I love
think.
the gimmick.
Then we have let's get to Strowman, Lince Dorado we talked about. Rollins' report was great. Rollins has it, man. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't like the Rollins report.
Why not?
I'm not a big fan of his talk show. He doesn't need a talk show.
No,
He's
and that's
one
the
of
reason he
those-
doesn't do it much.
He's one of those guys I don't want to see do a talk show. Like, I never liked it when Edge did the Cutting Edge. I didn't really like it.
Here's why I didn't like it, because he stole it from Christian. He stole the Peep Show.
No, first off, Cutting Edge was around way before the Peep Show.
No, the
even
Peep Show was
existed.
first.
The Peep Show didn't exist until 2009.
The Peep Show was great, dude. Come on. Who did not like the Peep Show?
There's a poll for you. Who didn't like the Peep Show? Shout it out.
No one wants what Christian has. Shh. Don't say that. You hurt my feelings. All right, moving on. Review of Wrestle Raw. We had Bailey was shown backstage hugging people. Woohoo.
Don't you woohoo that.
Really?
Oh, it's Bailey. At least she's on
it's
TV
Bailey,
this week.
Yeah. Bailey made her entrance. She's against Alicia Fox. Really? Bailey
a good
beats Fox.
Thought we were going to get a peep show of Lana and Rusev.
Then we got Lana in the ring to introduce her and Rusev. He enters in the ring. Talk about what they did to Enzo. Big Kaz comes out. Big Kaz and Rusev start the brawl, and Kaz was standing in the ring by himself to end the segment. So now they have a match at Roadblock, Kaz versus Rusev.
Look, I liked it, but then when I figured it out 2-3 weeks ago, I was like, okay, can we just go ahead and announce that it's going to happen? You know, like they had to do it. They had to do it at the last minute and everything else. I get that. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that match.
So then they show Emelina photo montage again, telling us the premiering soon of Emelina. But last week they said she was premiering last night.
That's why I don't understand what the heck is going on with them.
Eva Marie.
What do you mean?
Just like probably the Eva Marie thing they did.
Like, do they not know how to debut someone anymore?
No, they
Or
do. They did a good job with Finn Balor, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them, they do really good. Some
no, but
they
I'm
screw
saying
up.
when they're doing these stupid debuts, like where they actually like announce it ahead of time,
Right.
all of them have gone bad.
No, it's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you doing it then? They don't need to do it.
That would be the air conditioning.
It's the ghost.
Somebody asked what the background noise is. It's the Gula.
It's the ghost of
Yeah.
Chet.
Then we had Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. Woohoo! Sami Zayn won the match. Then Foley comes out. They had a segment, and he booked a match of Strowman versus Zayn at end of Roadblock.
All right, next, please. Like,
She's making 3 movies.
I mean, I'm just getting tired of the Zayn and
Yeah, I think we
Strowman.
are.
I love Zayn, man, but
I like him.
really wish they would have put him. He needs to go to SmackDown.
I agree.
He needs to go to SmackDown.
I agree. Then we had the tag team championships: New Day versus Kevin Owens, Jericho versus Seth Rollins and Reigns. What?
Foley didn't lose his teeth this time. He lost them that one week in Charlotte.
I know.
He spit him out.
And the New Day wins by pinfall. It was a good main event.
It was okay, but I felt like they were just trying to give people hope that New Day wasn't going to win it. But I was like, they came this far. Were they really going to screw the New Day over and just let Demolition keep it?
No.
I didn't see it happening. But I don't see them winning this or losing this weekend at Roadblock.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, why not just let them go to 500? End it right at 500. They lose it on a Raw. And then we can be done with New Day trying to be champions.
Right.
You know?
Let's get into SmackDown real fast. SmackDown was Ellsworth with Shane and Bryan backstage. I gave Raw a 6. 1 to 10, what would you give Raw?
A 7.
I'll go with 6. I would say about 6.
All right.
I would say 6.
I gave it a 7 or so. I mean, Give it about a 7. I mean, I can't wait to tell you what I give SmackDown. So, can we go in the negatives?
Not this week. Okay. We ain't going negatives. No, look, every show has their ups and downs, the positives and negatives.
I know.
You know, so I'm not going to give, even if I didn't like it, I'm not on. I love wrestling. Like everybody out there, we love wrestling, so we're going to watch it.
True.
SmackDown 4. What would the guy on NXT give it? SmackDown 3. Do you ever think John Cena will ever be 16-time champ? We will talk about that, Jojo. I'm going to write it down. Well, after I review SmackDown, we'll talk about Cena in 16 because there are rumors.
You know the answer to that, JoJo. We've talked about that.
No, we'll talk about it again. It's all good. This week, but Styles comes out, Miz TV.
Mr.
Ambrose comes out.
10.
Give it a 10. Of course he is. Ziggler comes out. Harper attacks Ambrose after Ambrose beats up everyone but Styles. I thought Miz TV was good. That was the best part of the show.
Yeah.
Lose a smile again. He did say that. Of course. Then we have Styles with Shane and Brian backstage. Natalya versus Carmella with Nikki on commentary. Carmella wins. Too many talk shows. They only need one talk show. I agree, maybe, but I think a different person needs to do. I agree. I don't think Rollins should have I think it should be, the Ambrose Asylum was good. And Miz TV, Miz TV's been doing it for a while, so I can't.
Yeah, but the Ambrose Asylum only shows up every once in a while. We saw that maybe once or twice on SmackDown.
Rollins report.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. I'm okay with it.
King's Court.
But when you do it, don't do let's do Rollins report and then let's do Jericho's show and then let's do someone else's show in the same week. That's when it's whoa.
I think personally, if you don't do a show, you should do it backstage, like they used to do Piper's Pit, Brother Love, things like that. Yeah, every couple months, not every week. The barbershop, yep, thank you. Don't forget the Undertaker's. What do they call the Undertaker's one?
The funeral parlor.
The funeral parlor. Yep. That was awesome. I mean, but it wasn't. You remember Saturday's main event, Sunday's main event.
What was Brother Love
today? It was Brother Love.
Was it just called Brother Love?
The Brother Love show.
I couldn't think of anything else better, but Brother Love show. Really?
Yeah, the viewing.
The viewing.
Yeah, no, that was it. But Styles and Shane backstage. Carmella wins. Can they please get Natalya off TV? John Cena returns December 27th in Chicago. That is a perfect place for him to return.
What, Chicago?
Yes, because they hate him in Chicago. You know how the fans are in Chicago. Perfect place for him to be back.
Conspiracy theorist time. Who's going to show up in Chicago? I'm just kidding.
That would be great. Gabriel Fluffy. Right? Ain't it Fluffy?
Yeah, Fluffy was there.
Fluffy and Cruz backstage. Yeah. Miz and Maurice walks in. Number 1 contenders for tag team titles, Battle Royal. The Hype Bros wins. The reason Fluffy was there because tonight, in case you don't know, is the tribute to the troops, and he's going to be there.
Who, John Cena?
Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy.
Yeah.
That's why he was
there. They always do it.
Okay.
Go Cubs, go. No, Dodgers. But the Hype Bros win. They're the number 1 contenders. But after the match and later on, Zack Ryder's on crutches, so I don't know if I don't know how long he's going to be out.
So next week on SmackDown, we will see another Battle Royale.
I don't know what they're going to do. They need to do something. Bliss comes out. She's supposed to wrestle with some new girl. Becky comes out. Shane comes out. They book Bliss versus Lynch. Lynch wins by countout. Listen, I like what Bliss did this week. She was good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think they'll ever make NXT part of WWE week? Do you mean for the holidays and stuff?
I think eventually they will. I think maybe
Crutches match.
Maybe once NXT goes live, they will.
They are talking about NXT going live.
Yeah,
I think they will. She looked good this week. Her promo was good. Everything. Then we have a fatal four-way for number 1 contenders for WWE title: Miz versus Ambrose versus Harper versus Ziggler. Ambrose pins Miz. He is eliminated. Ambrose pins Harper. Miz is back. Ziggler wins. He is the number one contender for the SmackDown Live belt. He'll face AJ Styles December 27th. Does he win?
Does he win?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I would love to see him win.
No, I don't want Ziggler to win. Ziggler
I would
is not
love to see
answer.
Ziggler win.
No.
I mean, when's the last time he's won that belt?
That belt, never.
There you go.
And he should never win it. I'm done with Ziggler.
You're just
Can
done
we
with
get
Ziggler
done with the
because
Ziggler?
You're just done with Ziggler because every time we have Ziggler, it's like nothing good happens. It's
No,
always
because
just, you know.
He doesn't have any. No, he does have a challenger coming back. But why Ziggler? Because every time we get Ziggler in a point, I'm done with him. Every time you put him in a main event match, he loses. Yeah, exactly. He can't beat Ellsworth for the title. Stop it.
Yep, Taker versus Styles.
You got other guys you need to push, is my point. And actually, where I was getting ready to go is John Cena's coming back December 27th. And the rumor right now is it will be Cena and Styles at WrestleMania.
I'd be okay with that.
Why not? I mean, so I could see a WrestleMania push for them two to go at it.
Yeah?
But I'm still against Cena and Orton being any title picture.
Well,
Are the Wyatts more valuable to the SmackDown apart?
no. I think they're more valuable together than they are apart. Because they're actually pushing them as a team now. They're actually pushing them as a faction. I think Randy Orton is the best thing that's ever happened to the Wyatt family because they're pushing them now. They're actually doing something with them.
I disagree. And here's why. It's because you're pushing them together. Who you pushing them against? It's not. This would be perfect if you had the Brothers of Destruction together.
Yeah.
Because who you putting Orton and Wyatt against? American Alphas? Oh no, the Hype Bros.
Yeah.
Really? The Hype Bros?
That was kind of stupid.
I mean, who on that tag beside the American Alphas? Who you gonna put him against? That's the rumor. If he's healthy, he'll be back. Finn Balor will be back if he's healthy. Yeah, a dark version. I can see that. Raw 1, SmackDown 1. I think what you should do, the winner of Raw and SmackDown should go to which one they want.
Yeah. Just like they used to.
No other Raw duo is worthy. I disagree with that. I think you could have Rollins and Owens. I think you could have. There's a lot of different options. I mean, say what you want about Reigns, but Reigns already has main event at WrestleMania twice.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't want to see Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania?
Finn Balor, Owens, Balor, Rollins.
Really? Triple threat?
I could see a triple threat, but he's not a WrestleMania caliber. Okay, I'll disagree with that. He is a star. I mean, now that's one thing I want to talk about Kevin Owens. I'm glad you brought his name up. This past week at the event at Raw, after the match, Kevin Owens went up to a woman or a child, and I don't know if you guys read the story or not. I have not heard anything about Shelton Benjamin yet. But Kevin Owens goes up to a child, and this mother writes a letter to WWE. My heart is broken. What ended up an amazing night for a 7-year-old boy it was completely heartbroken because Kevin Owens went up to the kid and started, being Kevin Owens. Why are you wearing? The kid was wearing a Roman Reigns T-shirt. Okay, now come on. I have seen Kevin Owens live. He plays his character better than anybody in wrestling today. I'm talking about playing the character in the ring, outside the ring. If you watch him on Twitter, he's probably the best follower to watch because he lets people know this is who I am. He seems like a great guy every time I've met him. But anyway, the mother of the child writes a letter to WWE and says, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. It's embarrassing. He blocked you on Twitter. Oh, man. That's another story. No, 20, 30 years ago it wouldn't be. But my point is, the woman wrote a letter to WWE complaining about Kevin Owens. First of all, I know what wrestling is. It is my story. They play characters. It's the same thing as football players, basketball players. They entertain. Okay? Kevin Owens is a great entertainer. I will tell you that. Ask JP. Trust me. We have had him throw, he has yelled at us to be quiet because we're so annoying when he's at a wrestling event. We've had Kevin Owens do that, Kevin Steen. But he lives up his billing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand.
Right.
I don't see what the issue is.
Right. But the woman is like, every other superstar, but that is the problem with today's wrestling culture. Let these guys be their characters. Don't make them break character because of be a star or anything else. Let them be who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me if The Miz was who he was all the time that no one wouldn't still like him. They would. Some people like him. A lot of people don't. Some do. It's the same thing with who's your number one heel in the 90s. Who's your number one heel in the 90s? Who's probably the biggest?
The Rock, I guess?
No, I'm talking about the 80s. Who's the number one heel in the 80s? Probably Sergeant Slaughter might have been, towards the end of the 80s, early 90s, when he was against America.
Well, in WWE, I'd say him, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Or Andre.
$1 Million Man.
That's
the better one.
$1
Million Man. You wouldn't change $1 Million Man's character because he's meeting a kid or something like that. These parents need to explain to these kids and think this is all their character.
Good example, Bobby Heenan. He did that many times, though. Bobby Heenan actually, I don't know if you remember it, but I mean, how many times would he tell off fans when he was walking to the ring? He did it all the time.
But everybody know when you go to a wrestling match, when you watch TV, you go to a wrestling match, what's the first thing you know? They're playing their characters, letting them be who they are. If they don't want to sign an autograph, that's who they are. They don't want to sign one. But different people. Come on, man. Just because they didn't give you, sign. And then, of course, Kevin Owens didn't make it better because he tweeted out somebody just wanted to get free merchandise, which might be true because a lot of people complain to get free stuff a lot of times.
Yeah, they do.
My point is, come on, man. When y'all go, you should never, your role, the problem today is a lot of these people go to these events and think these wrestlers and different things are their role models. Your role models in your life is your parents. Should be.
Yes and no, but I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying, Kevin Owens got a lot of heat on this, and I think it's horrible.
He got it. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, Triple H and Vince. No, I mean, come on. Can you tell me Triple H changed his character in the 90s? No. He was who he was, except when he went DX. Guess what? When Kevin Owens goes to a face, he'll be the same way.
Yeah.
But come on, dude, we've seen Kevin Owens live. He is probably the best wrestling entertainer that we've ever seen. I mean, really, I'm talking about when you're at the event. He is who he is. He always has been.
He always has been, and he always will.
That's one of the great things about him.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's enough about that. We talked about Big Van Vader says doom and gloom diagnosis may not be the case after consulting a fourth doctor. So it sounds like he might make it.
That's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
That's a good thing.
All right. You got anything else?
Why does Roman Reigns get booed for a what?
Why does Roman Reigns get booed? Because he was forced down your throat when he first came into the company. So, you knew he was going to get booed. All right, we're going to take a break, come back with a different segment, and we'll make picks for this Sunday's Roadblock.
All right.